Hi, very quick introduction before we get into the footage from Saturday's protest in Norwich. It was Defend Our Juries, Lift the Ban demo. There were 10 people arrested. Enormous gratitude for everyone that took part in that, and especially those sitters with the signs that said, I oppose genocide, I support Palestine Action, who were carted off to Wyndham Police Investigation Centre. They've all been released on bail now, including Santa Claus, who you'll see in the film, and his elf helper. You couldn't get any more ridiculous, could it? Look, Lift the Ban has two demands of the government, of the UK government. One, call it what it is. It's genocide of the Palestinian people. That's been confirmed by the UN and genocide experts around the world. It can't be anything else now. Let's call it what it is, please, Keir Starmer. And then there's also Lift the Ban on Palestine Action. So Palestine Action, a direct action group, they've been taking action to try to force the government to stop supplying arms and intelligence to Israel and to recognise that genocide. So that's a group that's trying to stop people being killed and now prescribed as terrorists. And actually the 10 people arrested in Norwich on Saturday, and I think it's over 600 have been arrested in the last couple of weeks in actions around the country, were arrested under the terrorism legislation, section 13, which so they're being arrested as terrorists, these peaceful protesters. There was one you'll see in the video who was crocheting while she was arrested. It's surreal, this dystopian situation we find ourselves in. And also the police don't have to arrest people. In Exeter and Edinburgh and Northern Ireland they haven't arrested people, so why are the Norfolk Constabulary choosing to do that? Other police forces haven't. Of course they have in London. The Met wouldn't miss an opportunity to arrest peaceful protesters, would they? So the government is supporting genocide still. Terror laws are being used to oppress peaceful protests, freedom of speech, any dissent, anyone that opposes the view that the state of Israel is committing genocide. And we need to protect that democracy. It's a fragile thing. It's been hard won, and protest has been a key part of that democracy for a long time now, very hard won. So again, gratitude to the people that were involved on Saturday, and here's the footage of those terrorists being, arrested.
Yep, I've located
Maybe in a minute I'll be changing my mind.
willing to put the sign down. I'm just going to do this a little bit around. Fine. So, wording on the sign says to me that there is wording there which prescribe terrorism via Palestine Action. Okay. So ultimately that is an offence under section 13 terrorism. Okay. So is there anything that I can reasonably say or do at this moment in time to put the sign down? The time is 13:26. I'm arresting you for section 13 of the Terrorism Act. You do not have to say anything that may harm the defence. If you do not mention, when questioned, something which is later rely on in court, anything you do say may be given evidence. The necessity for my arrest is promptly and effective investigation so that we can interview you about this and to maintain public decency.
Palestine!
to put down your sign? Have you ever been arrested before?
You know why I'm not going to put down my sign? Why? Because you are just enforcing increasingly authoritarian laws which are clamping down on peaceful protest. I am not a terrorist, you can see that. Okay, I'm actually a retired nurse. Okay. I'm a wife, I'm a mother. I am not a terrorist. Okay, and I am exercising my right to peaceful protest. Okay, which is enshrined or used to be enshrined in our democracy. Okay. And I'm not going to be intimidated by these overly authoritarian laws, using terrorism laws which are vastly overreaching to stop us doing this.
Right, okay.
My mum was a prisoner in Nazi Germany in Ravensbrück concentration camp. At the age of 21, she was incarcerated for 3 years as a political prisoner. And do you know why? For breaking a law, by helping a Polish soldier cross a border. She was breaking a law, but she chose to do that, and that affected her and my family for the rest of her life. Okay, and I'm not going to be intimidated by you standing here.
Okay, that's fine. So obviously based on that, I've just explained to you that this is committing an offence. Alright. I'm asking you to put the sign away because the wording on that is committing an offence against the Terrorism Act. And if you don't put it away,
do according to your conscience, as I must do according to my conscience.
Okay.
And we don't want to infringe on your rights to peacefully protest. We have no problem with that whatsoever.
You are.
But
By
it's just
arresting me for sitting here,
by
crocheting,
directly
doing
supporting
this.
Palestine Action,
I have a card. I have a card. It's words.
which is
written
which
on
is
a
an
piece
offence.
of-
prescribes
Yes,
Palestine.
it is now. It is now. Yeah, I understand that.
Okay, so we're
but
just
we have to
informing
kind of
you.
like go back further down the river to see why that's been done, don't we? Not just accepting that it's an offence now. We have to see why it's an offence.
Okay, well, we're here to uphold the
I
law.
understand
This is
that.
an offence, so we're informing you that this is an offence. We're giving you the opportunity to remove the sign so you're not committing an offence. And if you're not prepared to do that, then you could be arrested. And you've never been
what you
arrested
feel
before?
is right, mustn't you? And I
never
must
been
do what I feel is right.
You've never been arrested before?
Is it relevant? Yeah.
Well, you know, you're saying that you're a wife, you're a mother. What's your family going to think when you get arrested?
Maybe they'll be proud of me for acting according to my conscience. And
What a
maybe
disgraceful
your family
question.
will be proud or possibly proud of you for doing this.
Madam, is there anything we can say or reasonably do to put that
nurse
sign away? It's not
for
something I
holding
necessarily
the
have to
sign
want to do.
while she's crocheting on a terrorism law, not just
You're a person that's arresting someone for
Okay,
sticking up for a
okay. Unfortunately,
genocide.
we're going to have to
You're
arrest
going
you for
against
sexually
that.
violating the Terrorist Act, okay?
Well, you
For
must
holding a
act
sign in
according
support
to your
of
conscience.
Say I'll do is going to make you remove the placard today.
unless you
Help me go and dismantle Elvis system.
This guy has got some.
Yeah, I think she's going to be refusing to.
Madam, are you going to stand on your own 2 feet or are we going to have to carry you? Viva Palestina!
You're actually dragging her.
Come on, you could just stand up, couldn't you?
Can we get someone to get her legs?
We don't want to do this, do we? You could just stand up.
Well, you know, I'm obviously here for a reason, aren't I?
I know that.
I'm here for a reason.
Listen, I know that.
I'm here because
We don't want to drag you
Israel
across
is
the floor.
destroying the nation.
We
of
do not want to
Palestine,
drag you across the floor.
committing genocide. It is bulldozing graveyards. It's destroying hospitals. It's destroying the future, the present, and the past of the culture that is Palestinian.
Are we going to go the other way? Other way?
Okay.
Yeah, other way. We can't have her face that. No, as in.
Have you done the training for this?
Stand up.
Have you done the training?
There we go.
As I said, Israel is completely obliterating the cultural life in Gaza, and you're really, really hurting my arm. You're really, really hurting my arm.
I'm really hurting your arm?
Yes.
Which one?
This right hand
that one
arm.
there.
The
Could
right.
you walk so we don't hurt
No,
your arm?
I'm not walking.
Okay, so we're going to have to then transport
Well,
you.
but you're not supposed to hurt me, are you? You're really, really hurt.
We're
Honestly,
trying to help
it
you.
really, really hurts.
So are you going to walk?
I don't think you've done the training very well.
The training we have done,
But you're not meant to be hurting. This is really
but you've
excruciating.
walked. You've managed to walk to that sea. Oh, what's... Sorry, thank you.
Following orders is not a defence.
Palestine Action.
We can choose not to do it. Other police forces have done so.
I don't want to have my...
It's your moral responsibility, sir. Sorry, sir. It's your moral responsibility to choose not to infringe our rights. Peaceful protest, but you're choosing to put yourself in this position.
Right, it's 13:55. Right now you are under arrest.
I did dislocate my knee last week.
Well done, Amber.
I ask you to exercise your moral responsibility not to follow orders.
I'll call you, mate. I'm asking you to put it down nicely.
And I'm asking you not to follow orders because they're morally not acceptable orders and you can be found.
Just by holding up the sign, you are committing an offence in section 13 of the Terrorism Act. Okay? So just make you aware of that. Are you aware? Are you aware of that? Right, okay, mate. You can be arrested for that and you will be arrested if you carry on holding up the sign, and that could cause a criminal record for you. Okay? So you're still not willing to put the sign down?
Are you willing to exercise your moral responsibility not to carry out these orders?
No, mate, I'll ask you to put the sign down.
My question to you, you're not answering either. You know you have a moral responsibility here. You know that the law is being weaponised against freedom of speech, and you are choosing to represent that. You're choosing to represent a government which is taking away our basic human rights. And I just want you to sit with that in the same way I'll sit with this.
No, I understand that, mate, but like I said, I've explained to you, I've asked you nicely to put it down. I've obviously explained that you are committing an offence.
And I've explained to you very nicely
as
well
obviously that
you also
can be and will be
arrested.
arrested, and you can get a criminal record from that. So are you still willing to hold up the sign, or are you willing to put it down?
I've got to ask you, are you still willing to act in a morally corrupt way and arrest someone for peaceful protest?
If you listen to my colleague, but
It's 13:50, mate. You are under arrest for an offence against section 13 of the Terrorism Act. Okay, you don't have to say.
come walk with us.
So I just want to make it clear, I'm not resisting arrest, but I will not be complicit in what I deem to be an unlawful arrest. So please continue.
Just to
as
save
you
my
must.
back, would you be happy to walk with us?
There's a bench around the other side of the van. Yeah. Get in there and then we can do a search. Yeah. Legs down. Right, we're just going to lift you up onto this seat so it's a bit comfortable on the cold, wet floor, okay? Wet with us. Thank you, mate.
And so, as you probably also know, the defence of unjust following orders isn't one you can rely on in the future. And so you have to have made that decision. Like, you either believe that Amnesty International and the UN are organisations that speak the truth, or you don't. And if you do think they speak the truth, then you know that what you're doing right now is both illegal and a breach of human rights.
What we do there, mate, are you not going to walk to the van?
I wouldn't really be giving you these little speeches if I was doing the walk.
I have to ask her.
We get some of the legs.
What we have to do is, I know you want to be lifted, so you just stand.
I don't want to be lifted. I don't want to be lifted. I want to be left alone to exercise my freedom of speech.
When they say that economic harm is terrorism, they can come for anyone. They can come for trade unions. They can come for climate protesters. They can come for anyone they don't like. They can come for any kind of protest. We are actively supporting genocide in Gaza. We're supplying them with military equipment and intelligence.
You don't have the authority to make reason and logic. Like you gave that up when you joined the police.
Look, are you aware that by potentially getting arrested for this is going to have a personal effect on yourself? As in your sign, please.
Could you call the Chief Inspector of I'd like him to explain why the arrests for these signs are of a good use of public funds and are like proportional. Because you can choose not to arrest people for crimes. You can choose to just.
Is there anything I can reasonably say do to get you to remove that sign right now?
You can contact the Chief Inspector and have him confirm that he will stop arresting people for this non-offence.
Be careful, don't knock that over, it's very heavy.
Ho, ho, ho! Merry Christmas! Merry Christmas, kids! Merry Christmas! Ho, ho, ho! Merry Christmas! These guys are going on the naughty list.
Dare I say it, sir? I wouldn't want to calm down my children.
Depends how long they keep me. I've got presents for you.
Is there anything I can reasonably say or do to sign out?
Said I'm not fucking doing this anymore, I would absolutely stop you.
Obviously, I'm asking for a reason. Is there anything we can reasonably say or do?
Considering everything that's going on.
So there's nothing we can reasonably do to stop and track the action that's committing the offences.
I don't think it's reasonable to say I'm not doing this, considering what's going on in the world. In like normal circumstances, absolutely.
And you understand that, obviously.
Who's going to make the Christmas toy?
On lift.
Arresting the elf.
Lift up for the.
Time is 14:06.
What are you going to say to
and
your
you're going
children?
to be under arrest for section 13
What are you going to say to
of
your
the
children in
Terrorism
10 years when there's a
You do not have to
Holocaust
say anything
museum
to
and
be
they
harmful
say, what
offence.
did you
You do not
do
make
during a
when
genocide?
questioned, something which
And
you later rely on in
say,
court. Anything you do say may be given evidence.
we
The
arrested
necessity for my
peaceful
arrest
protesters
is to prompt and effective investigation so that you
genocide.
can
That's
be
what you're going to
interviewed
have to say to your
and to
children.
maintain public decency.
You
All right?
know we're not terrorists. You know that. And you can't even look me in the eye.
Please give me a sign.
You know we're
Please
not
give me a sign.
terrorists. You know we're not terrorists.
Can I ask you to stand up?
You know I'm not a terrorist. You don't need to arrest me. You can act on your conscience. You can act on your conscience. And until you do that, then more and more innocent people are going to be
I'm going to
killed.
walk with us so we can go that way.
I am not going to walk with you.
Right, okay.
Yes. Oh, yes.
Right. You said, yeah, please.
Elf lady, not terrorist.
Can we just... Lift up, go backwards,
You
please.
need to act on your consciences. Have you got any injuries or anything we need to be aware of before you lift you? No?
No, okay.
Madam, my colleague and I are going to grab your legs and need to be behind you and take you front of the arm.
Just look it up. Look it up to see what your colleagues in Northern
When
Ireland
you're both
did.
ready,
1, 2, 3,
lift.
Free Palestine!
Free Palestine!
Slow down. 67,000 innocent people dead in Gaza. How does that make you guys feel? And you're arresting us for opposing that. How does that make you feel? You know we are not terrorists. You know that. You don't have to do this. This is really sad. I know you're decent human beings. You don't have to do this.
Right, we're going to sit you on the bench, okay?